Welcome to quicktechie.com. Now let's move to next module of Palo Alto Networks Cloud Security Professional Certification Training.
SOC building blocks for cloud. Okay, let's talk about the basic parts of a Security Operations Center, or SOC, when we think about the cloud. First, you need something to collect and understand all the information from your cloud services, like Google Cloud, AWS, or Azure, and your security tools. This is called Security Information and Event Management, or SIEM. Imagine you have many security cameras, your cloud services, and metal detectors, security tools. The SIEM is like a central control room screen that shows you everything that's happening from all these points at once, helping you spot unusual things like someone trying to log in from a strange place or a sudden increase in data moving out. Next, you need to know about the bad things happening in the world that might affect your cloud. This comes from threat intelligence feeds. These are like regular updates telling you about new viruses, hacker tricks, or weaknesses that people are finding. For example, a feed might tell you about a new way hackers are trying to steal data from a specific cloud storage type you are using. This helps you prepare or look for those specific signs in your cloud environment. Finally, when the SIEM or other tools find something suspicious, you don't want to do everything manually. Security Automation and Orchestration, or SOA, helps with this. It's like having automated helpers. If the SIEM sees a bad login attempt, SOA can automatically block that user or IP address, or it can gather more information for an analyst to review without someone having to click many buttons or run many commands. It automates the first steps of fixing a problem. These three parts work together to help the SOC team keep your cloud safe. The SIEM collects data, threat intelligence provides context about threats, and SOA helps the team respond quickly and efficiently. Tier half security analysts. Okay, let's explain the role of tier half security analysts in a cloud security team. These are the people who are usually the first ones to see the security warnings or alerts that come from your cloud environment and the tools you use to protect it, like the SIEM system. Think of them as the front line of defense. Their main job is to look at these alerts very quickly. There can be many alerts, so they need to decide which ones are important and which are not. This is called triage. It's like a doctor in an emergency room deciding which patients need help first. Once they identify an alert as potentially important, they start an initial investigation. This means they look at the logs and data related to that alert to understand what happened. For instance, if they get an alert about many failed login attempts on a cloud server, they will look at the logs to see when it happened, from where the attempts came, and which user account was targeted. Based on their investigation, they decide if the alert is a real security problem or just normal activity that looked suspicious. If it's a real problem, they gather the important information and pass it to a more experienced team member, like an incident responder, to handle the fix. If it's not a real problem, they close the alert. They are key in sorting through the noise to find real threats. Incident responders. Let's explain the job of incident responders in a cloud security team. Think back to the tier half analysts. They look at alerts and decide if there is a real security problem, like a hacker getting into your cloud system. When they confirm that there is a real problem, what we call a cloud breach or incident, the incident responders take over. These are the specialists who know how to fix the problem. Their main job is to coordinate and execute response plans. This means they manage the actions needed to stop the attack, limit the damage, and get things back to normal in your cloud environment. For example, if analysts discover that an attacker has taken control of a cloud server, the incident responders will figure out the best way to handle it. They might disconnect the affected server from the rest of your network in the cloud, coordinate. Remove the malicious software the attacker put on the server, execute. Block the attacker's access point, execute. Make sure the attacker cannot spread to other parts of your cloud, coordinate and execute. They follow a plan to make sure all the necessary steps are taken quickly and correctly to remove the threat and repair any damage to your cloud data or systems. They are the ones who actively work to resolve the security crisis after it's been confirmed. SOC Manager, Lead. Let's explain the role of the SOC Manager, Lead in cloud security. This person is the leader of the SOC team that protects the cloud environment. Think of them as the captain of the ship or the coach of the team. Their main job is to oversee cloud security operations. This means they make sure everything the SOC needs to do to protect the cloud is running smoothly. They ensure the tools like the SIEM and SOAR are working correctly, that the team has the resources they need, and that the daily work of monitoring and responding is happening effectively. They look at the big picture of cloud security defense. They are also responsible for reporting. This means they communicate about the security status of the cloud. They might tell company leaders about recent security incidents, explain risks in the cloud, or show how well the security team is protecting the cloud environment. They translate the technical security work into information others can understand. Finally, they manage the team. This includes the security analysts and incident responders. They hire, train, and guide the team members, making sure everyone knows their job and works well together. They support the team so they can effectively monitor, detect, and respond to threats in the cloud. In short, the SOC manager, lead is the person who directs the effort to keep the cloud safe, manages the people doing the work, and keeps others informed about security information and event management. SIEM. Let's explain what security information and event management, or SIEM, is, especially for cloud security. Think of your cloud environment, like AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. Many things are happening there all the time. Your servers are running, people are logging in, data is being moved, and security tools are scanning for problems. Each of these actions creates a record, like a small note or log entry. For example, when someone logs into your cloud account, a log is created saying who logged in, when, and from where. A SIEM system is like a big, smart central collector and analyzer for all these notes or logs. It pulls in logs from all your different cloud services and also from security tools you might be using in the cloud. Why is this important? Because looking at millions of tiny notes one by one is impossible. The SIEM system takes all these notes, puts them together, and looks for patterns. It can spot things that look suspicious, like someone trying to log in many times with wrong passwords, maybe a brute force attack, or data suddenly being copied from your cloud storage to an unknown location. It also helps you see the bigger picture. By putting logs from different places together, the SIEM can show you a chain of events that might indicate a security problem that no single log entry would reveal on its own. So, the SIEM's main jobs are to collect these logs and then analyze them to find security issues. Threat intelligence feeds. Let's talk about threat intelligence feeds in cloud security. Imagine the internet is like a busy city, and there are people always looking for ways to cause trouble or break into places. Threat intelligence feeds are like getting special reports from different sources about what these troublemakers are doing right now, especially targeting cloud environments. These feeds collect information from security researchers, other companies, and public sources about new types of attacks, known bad internet addresses, like IP addresses or website names, that hackers use, common weaknesses hackers are trying to exploit in cloud services, and even specific tools or methods they are using. For example, a threat intelligence feed might tell you, hackers are currently trying to break into cloud databases using a specific security gap in a common cloud service. Here is a list of suspicious IP addresses they are using. The SOC team uses these feeds to stay updated. They can take this information, like the list of bad IP addresses or the description of a new attack method, and load it into their security tools, like the SIEM or firewalls. This helps their tools recognize and block these known threats faster if they appear in your cloud environment. It's about knowing what the bad guys are doing outside your network so you can better protect what's inside your cloud. Security automation and orchestration. So let's explain security automation and orchestration, or SOAR, in the context of cloud security. Think of the SOC receiving many security alerts from the SIEM or other tools in the cloud. Manually checking each alert, gathering more information, and taking action can be slow and tiring for the security team. SOAR is like having intelligent helpers that can automatically perform some tasks when an alert comes in. Automation means doing tasks by machine instead of a person. Orchestration means coordinating actions across different tools and systems. For example, if the SIEM detects a suspicious login attempt from a country you don't do business with, a SOA playbook, which is like an automated set of instructions, can automatically 1. Check the location of the IP address using a threat intelligence feed. 2. Look up the user account in your cloud directory service. 3. If the location is confirmed as high risk, tell the cloud identity system to temporarily block that user's account or force a password reset. 4. Create a summary report for a security analyst to review later. SOAR connects different security tools and cloud services so they can work together automatically. It helps the SOC team handle common security issues faster and frees them up to work on more complex problems. It automates the first steps of investigating and responding to cloud security incidents. Key SOC activities in cloud security. Let's talk about the main jobs the SOC team does to keep cloud environments safe. These are the key SOC activities in cloud security. First is real-time monitoring and alerting. This means constantly watching what's happening in your cloud environment, second by second. Tools like the SIEM are used to spot suspicious things right as they occur. For example, if someone starts trying to access a sensitive cloud database from an unusual location late at night, the monitoring system sees it immediately and sends an alert or warning. It's like having security cameras and alarms that are always on. Next is incident detection and response. When an alert comes in about something suspicious, the SOC team needs to confirm if it's a real security problem, detection, and then fix it, response. If the suspicious login from the example turns out to be a hacker, the team needs to quickly investigate how they got in, stop the attack, maybe by blocking the user or isolating the affected cloud server, and clean up any damage. This is like the security team reacting to a tripped alarm, finding the intruder and removing them. Finally, there is proactive threat hunting. This is different because the team isn't waiting for an alert. They are actively searching for threats that might be hiding in the cloud environment but haven't been detected yet by automated tools. They might look for unusual patterns in cloud logs that don't trigger a standard alert but could indicate a hidden attacker. For instance, they might search for subtle signs of an attacker moving between different cloud servers quietly. It's like a security guard actively patrolling and looking for anything unusual, not just responding to alarms. These three activities work together to defend the cloud: constant watching, reacting to problems, and actively searching for hidden issues. Real-time monitoring and alerting. Let's explain real-time monitoring and alerting for cloud security. This is a core job in the SOC. Real-time means happening right now, as it occurs. Monitoring is like watching carefully. Alerting is giving a warning. So, real-time monitoring and alerting means continuously watching everything that happens in your cloud environment and immediately sending a warning if something looks suspicious or potentially dangerous. Think about your cloud account or services, like your online storage or virtual computers. Many actions happen every second. People log in, files are accessed, settings are changed. Monitoring collects all these actions, often through logs, records, from the cloud provider. The system is set up to recognize patterns or events that are not normal. For example, if suddenly someone tries to log into your cloud account from a country you have no connection with, or if a large amount of data is downloaded from a storage area it normally isn't, this looks suspicious. Real-time monitoring spots these unusual activities right when they are happening. Then, the alerting part sends an immediate notification, maybe to the SOC team or another security system. This warning tells the security team, look at this. Something suspicious is happening now in the cloud. This allows them to investigate and respond very quickly before potential damage is done. It's like an immediate alarm system for your cloud. Incident detection and response. Let's explain incident detection and response in cloud security. An incident is a security event that threatens or harms your cloud environment. Detection means finding out that an incident is happening or has happened. Response means taking action to stop the incident, limit the damage, and fix the problem. This activity starts when an alert comes in, maybe from the real-time monitoring. The SOC team receives the alert. For example, Suspicious activity detected on Cloud Server X. Detection involves investigating this alert. Is it a real problem or a false alarm? The team looks at logs, checks related systems, and gathers more information to understand exactly what is happening. For example, they might see that the activity isn't just suspicious login attempts, but also files being encrypted. This confirms it's likely a ransomware attack. Once a real incident is confirmed, the response phase begins. This is a planned series of actions to deal with the attack. Steps might include 1. Containment, stop the incident from spreading. For example, disconnect the affected cloud server from the network or block communication from the attacker's IP address. 2. Eradication, remove the threat. Clean the affected server, delete malicious files, or fix the security gap the attacker used. 3. Recovery, restore affected systems and data to normal operation. This might involve using backups. The goal is to quickly find out what's wrong and then take effective steps to neutralize the threat and get things back to normal, minimizing the harm to your cloud operations and data. Proactive threat hunting. Let's explain proactive threat hunting in cloud security. Think of it this way: most security tools, like your SIEM, are designed to alarm you when something matches a known bad pattern or rule. This is like a motion detector or a door alarm. They tell you when someone enters unexpectedly. Proactive threat hunting is different. It means the security team isn't just waiting for an alarm to go off. Instead, they actively go look for threats that might be hidden and haven't been detected yet. It's like a security guard patrolling the area, looking for anything unusual, even if no alarms are ringing. In the cloud, this means security analysts might dig deep into cloud logs and data, searching for subtle signs of malicious activity that automated tools might miss. They might look for patterns that seem slightly off, even if they don't trigger an alert. For example, they might look for unusual times when the user accesses cloud files, or look for connections between cloud servers that shouldn't normally talk to each other, based on their knowledge of how attackers operate. Threat hunters use their skills, knowledge about the latest threats, from threat intelligence, and tools to ask questions and explore the cloud environment, specifically looking for signs that an attacker might be secretly inside, moving around without making a lot of noise. The goal is to find threats before they cause significant damage. Core SOC roles for cloud environments. Let's talk about the different jobs people have in a SOC team that focuses on keeping your cloud safe. These are the core SOC roles for cloud environments. First, you have the tier half security analysts. Think of these people as the first responders or the eyes on the screen. Their main job is to watch the alerts coming from your cloud environment logs and security tools. When an alert pops up, like a warning about unusual activity, they are the first ones to look at it. They quickly check if it seems real or just a false alarm. They triage, sort the alerts and do initial investigation to understand what's happening. Next are the incident responders. When the analysts confirm that an alert is a real security problem, an incident or breach in the cloud, the incident responders step in. They are like the specialized problem solvers. They coordinate and carry out the plan to stop the attack, remove the threat, and fix the damage in the cloud. They know how to react quickly and effectively during a security crisis. Finally, there's the SOC manager, lead. This person is like the team leader or captain. They oversee the entire SOC operation for the cloud. They manage the team of analysts and incident responders, make sure they have the right tools, handle reporting on the security status of the cloud, and make important decisions about how the team works and handles incidents. These roles work together like a team. Analysts watch and find potential issues, responders fix confirmed issues, and the manager guides the whole process.